and as a result of abuse, now sit in a chair in front of you. Some, like Candy and Daniela over here, who have been best friends for over 40 years. They have been each other's roommate and made a very, very special relationship. Then we have Kalafela over here. One of the biggest reasons why Master Drive exists is looking at how do we drive. This young man at the age of 8 was involved in a motor vehicle accident and will spend the rest of his life with us. In that accident, his father and his brother were lost. So these are the realities. And then obviously finally Wayne on the end over there, who is always ready for a dance, who is always ready for such a special, special person. And one of the people that we've actually forgotten that here that is important, and I'd like Sister Kanya to come forward, because without medical care, this organization would not exist. So we want to say thank you to the very special people that you are in terms of raising money or assisting us to care for them. But most importantly, this is the reason why Little Eden exists and hopefully will exist for another 59 years. Thank you. Ray, I'm going to hand over to you.
Thank you, Anne. And a big round of applause for our CEO, Anne Gutierrez. So today wouldn't be possible without our strategic partners, without those who get involved with Little Eden. Year after year, time after time, those late night phone calls, those late night strategy sessions, those breakfasts, we've really enjoyed them as well. Thank you. So I want to call on some of our partners to come up and just talk to us and talk to you about their journey with Little Eden. I'm going to start with Eugene Herbert from Master Drive. Where are you, Eugene? All right, the microphone may just reach you. Hold on a sec, here we go. Right, Eugene from Master Drive. Yeah, tell us.
Thank you, Ray, and thank you for everybody who's here today. Just from a very personal perspective, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like to be in a wheelchair. But as a result of that, identifying with an organization such as Little Eden, and thank you, Anne, for highlighting one of the reasons why we exist is to prevent people from being involved in crashes that result in them being wheelchair bound. But where's Guy? Here's an interesting thing as well. One of the things that we like to see is people and treat them as equals. Now, Guy there, met him, we compete in a race. It's called Samola Hill Time. And he competes with us as an equal. And one very important lesson that we found as a result of that was that you don't have to not enjoy life and do the things that you want to and that make you happy, even because you're disadvantaged. But in participating in last year's wheelchair challenge, and Anne and I were talking earlier, we realized how people at this level, and I'm speaking literally at this level, don't exist. The shopping centers are not built for people in a chair. The shopping, I must share this with you, talking to a guy just now, he says, well, you can identify, he knows where all the women's underwear are, because that's the level that they get placed when he's in a wheelchair. Now, what is sad though, is that when you're riding down or wheeling down the corridor, you're also non-existent. People don't see you. They look above you, beyond you, or whatever it is, and it's sad to see. So if as a result of our participation, we can sensitize, and that's a word I'd like to use, sensitize more people to the challenges that these ones face, maybe we can make that 120 million. And I'm sure that everybody who participates and supports will agree that it's a worthwhile cause. So Anne, the work you do, and then let's not forget the other members of Little Eden. Thank you very much for allowing us to be part of this.
Thank you. Right, I'm going to Glenda, hold us for me.
Thank you.
We're kind of punchy just I promise. Right, next up, we've got Guy Davis. Guy, I'll keep you away from the speaker, but it's all yours.
Thank you. I think as Eugene said, and I think it's an important point, is that the natural tendencies when you're speaking to a wheelchair user is you speak down. And it's almost a natural reaction, and it's been scientifically shown that you speak down, you start speaking as though you're speaking to a child. You know, and any wheelchair will tell you how they've been approached, and you get the hello, how are you, and how do you react to that? So some of what we're doing, we're wonderfully supported by Liquid Molly, and we race at the Samelda Hill climbs. And the point is to prove that once we're allowed to have the reasonable accommodations, so in my case the hand controls in the car, we can compete equally against anyone. And we don't want special attention, we don't want to be treated differently, we want to be treated the same as everyone else. You know, we joke, we know when we get equality, we get the same lousy damn service as everyone else. But it's been a delight to be able to come up from Cape Town to support this event. The one good thing about driving a car as a wheelchair user, when the police stop you for speeding, they tend to rip up the speeding fines and apologise. But yes, but thank you for coming along, and thank you for coming to support this very important charity.
Thanks so much, Guy. Appreciate it. Right, next up, somebody who has their offices nearby, who has made this really possible today. Nicola, thank you so much for joining us. The mic is yours.
Thank you, guys. Yes, I'm not going to pull a Lazarus here and get up. So PPD needs a strapped off here. You know, we aren't supposed to be out of our wheelchairs. So I just want to say thank you to Little Eden. This is an awesome initiative. This is the first time that Mont Blanc is being involved with the wheelchair initiative. Sorry. And from our side, I would definitely say that it's so nice to actually see people that can relate to people that are in a wheelchair and are, you know, handicapable. It's close to my heart because my dad, for most of my life, was in a wheelchair. So I was the assistant, helping him out of a car, in a car, go to the toilet. So I've experienced it firsthand, and I want to tell you, South Africa is not wheelchair friendly. Let's not worry about the bumper stickers and slogans and all of that. They just aren't. So I want to just say one thing is if you're involved in any sort of design, construction, you know, take the time to actually understand what that paraplegic toilet is like, what your ramps are like, your parking spaces, and you know, I think, you know, being in insurance, maybe my colleague next to me can testify. We spend a lot of time finding out are you fire compliant, but are you, you know, wheelchair compliant? Are you, you know, I was thinking about this. How do you actually get out of a building as a person in a wheelchair when you aren't allowed to use the lift?
You don't.
You don't. There we go. Yeah, maybe you do. You're quite fast in the car, but you know, if you
It says on
let's give him the mic here.
the normal one that we see as wheelchair users is it says, in case of fire, do not use the lift. So I feel like taking a Coke out and saying, so where do I go?
So I want you guys to be very good at giving a piggyback. Okay. And with that, you know, guys, I just want to say it is supposed to be humorous, it's fun, have fun with it. Yeah, we're going to have fun. We're going to race, and we're also going to understand, you know, the challenges that, you know, our fellow South Africans in wheelchairs, you know, the challenges they face. And they're real, and some of them are really dumb. There's some really dumb stuff, guys, we're going to find out today. And it would be nice if we could have a Q&A afterwards, and everyone just kind of says, well, what was the one thing that we just realized that was just weird or, you know, unnecessary, or why is it like that? I found as well, I can concur with my mate here that was talking about talking down. Well, the person also helping the person in the wheelchair was almost like an interpreter. It was like, is he okay? And like, he speaks English, guys. So this is funny, you know what I mean? They suddenly become a weird alien. So I just want to say, if we're in the wheelchairs today, which we are, please don't treat us different. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Also the first time being part of Little Eden, and for us, we spoke about, Steve Jobs always says, when you look back, you can connect the dots, and the relationship with him and how that's evolved into different areas, and then you show up here and you see Eugene and his crowd, and it's networking, and I think the most important thing is the awareness. And if we keep on networking, it should actually be next year it's 100 and there's not enough wheelchairs to create the awareness, because I think that's what the important part is. Everything that we have, we've got an unbelievable country, but it's important that we also take notice of all the different people that make this country amazing, and we start making sure that we treat everybody equal in a way that they've got a place in the sun and in the malls and everywhere else. So I think I love this initiative. Definitely we're part of that for as long as it's going to go and bring more people on board, and I think let's all just work together to be able to create that awareness so that everybody belongs and feels that they're not looked down on, doesn't matter where they go. Thank you.
So Anne was quite right in what she said. It's not possible without the team being around her. So, I've seen the medical team, I've seen the sisters, I've seen everybody. But I work very closely with the business development team. This is the team that makes sure that they speak to you. This is the team that makes sure that Little Eden financially survives. So I want to call on Michael Mamakoro to come and say a few words. He's the business manager for Little Eden, and somebody I work very closely with, and somebody I really enjoy. So Michael, come on up and say a few words. And a big round of applause.
Thank you, Ray. When you get a brief and they say that you are going to do a vote of thanks, the next thing they say you must speak. Now I'm getting confused. But anyway, it is what it is. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who made it today. It's a special day. It's a special day where people will understand why Little Eden exists. And we exist solely to address exclusion, vulnerability, lack of specialized care faced by people with profound intellectual and physical disabilities. You have seen them when Anne called them to the front. 70% of them have been abandoned. But at Little Eden, it is their home. We serve at Little Eden from 7 to 4 p.m. After serving, we go home. But for them, it's a cradle to the grave. It is their home. For us, when we interact with you, we say it is a facility. But for them, it is their home. We provided a very essential service, and we must keep on going. But Little Eden on its own, we cannot do that. Who do we rely on? Partners like yourselves, to help us continue providing this essential service. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to talk long. I was given a brief, and as a structured person, I would like to stay on that brief, just to say a word of thanks. I'm not like all the speakers here where they speak from the top of their head. I always prepare. So here it goes. Okay, firstly, I'd like to thank Eastgate Mall for giving us this venue, particularly end of the month. We know during this time it's kind of busy. People are reluctant to give us a venue, especially malls, because it's going to be busy. It's like a shopping spree today. People got paid. And thank you so much, Eastgate. And a heartfelt thank you to Master Drive. This has been a long-standing relationship. Eugene, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I know as you were talking, I could see your hands, you were fidgety. You can tell that you are ready to go and do a purchase at Eastgate Mall. We will finish quickly so that you can go and have fun. Mont Blanc, for your university, thank you so much. We have goodie bags that we have put together, all thanks to Mont Blanc. And over and above that, we have an initiative that Mont Blanc has actually selected Little Eden to be the beneficiary of choice. Don't mind my English. I learned English in Benet. You must know how difficult it is. So on the 28th of March, Mont Blanc is, they call it a ride for a reason, but I call it ride for hope. So you can go to platforms such as Given Games to buy a ticket. The proceeds will be given to Little Eden. So support this initiative, people. And Mont Blanc, thank you so much, because what Mont Blanc did, they gave us the cocktail tables as you see them here. And I wondered, what do an office do with cocktail tables? We have happy hour there. Okay. And moving along, Guy Davis, Rudy from Alison. No, Guy Davis is Rudy from I Know You All. Yusuf from Glenda Kumla. Thank you so much for the support you've given us. Everyone who made time to come here, Malprotect, all of them, you have been supporting Little Eden. From the Falke, we have schools here, we have Eden Clan that came all the way to support us. We really appreciate it. And those that I have not mentioned, know that you walked this journey alongside us. Now, before I wrap up, because Anne has thanked the residents, Anne has thanked Little Eden team, and when the boss has spoken, I can't say anything. As I wrap up, I just want to say, have fun today. Ray will tell you the order of the day as to how it's going to unfold. It's going to be a fun day. And, I wish, I'm a generous person. I wish I can give you money to go on spending spree after this, but I don't want to